Hello, everyone, and to all my students in the internet world. It's been a long time. I'm back again in Maestria. So today I am going to discuss with you two common errors also in written language: your misplaced modifiers and your dangling modifiers. Okay. First and foremost, let's discuss on modifiers. So modifiers take a lot of form, although the most common that we have is your adverb and your adjective. They are simply modifiers because they are words that are used to describe in a sentence. Okay. However, modifiers can also take the form of your prepositional phrases, your gerundial phrases, your participles or participle phrases, okay, and your infinitive phrases. Okay, so they can be used as modifiers as well. So when we're going to talk about modifiers, they are simply words or clauses or phrases that are used to modify a noun or a pronoun. Okay, so those are your modifiers. Now, talking about misplaced modifiers, so from the word itself, misplaced, okay? So when we say misplaced modifiers, we're simply referring to phrases, words, or clauses that are separated from the word they modify. Meaning, they are not written in the correct position because modifiers should be written right after or beside the word they modify. Let's have an example here. The simple sentence, I was talking only. Okay, only is actually an adverb there. Therefore, it is a modifier. But if you're going to talk about adverbs, adverbs modify a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. So in this sentence, your adverb or modifier only is misplaced. How to check it? You have to put your adverb right before the verb it modifies. So you're just going to say, I was only talking. Only describing the act of talking. Okay? Another example. The food was eaten for the guests. Here in this example, your prepositional phrase for the guests, okay? Eaten for the guests. So you're actually referring to another meaning there. Are we referring to the act of eating being described for the guests? Or it's the food that should be served for the guests? Okay? So the meaning changes. So in this sentence, your prepositional phrase for the guests is misplaced. Where should you write it? Right after the word it modifies. So you're going to say, the food for the guests was eaten. Another example. I saw the man kick the ball in a blue cap. Take a look at the prepositional phrase again, in a blue cap. That is actually a modifier. Are you describing the ball which is in a blue cap or the man? Okay? So how are you going to check it? You have to write it this way. I saw the man in a blue cap kick the ball. Okay? So these are something that we have to consider. This is misplaced modifier. Your modifier is not in the right position, meaning it's separated from the word that it should modify. That is a misplaced modifier. How about a dangling modifier? In a dangling modifier, the modifiers are lacking a subject or a word from which you modify. Okay? Meaning, there is no clear word that it modifies, and logically, the sentence is totally out of meaning because you don't know which, or you don't know what is being modified by your modifier. So logically, there's nothing being modified by your modifier. So How actually are you going to check this one? That's what we're going to find out later. Let's have an example first of a sentence where there is a dangling modifier. Example of a dangling modifier. To be happy, an ice cream was served to the kids. Okay? Look at the sentence. To be happy. In this sentence, you are using to be happy. To be happy is in an infinitive phrase, which is actually used as a modifier. Now, looking at it, you are describing, who are you describing to be happy? There's none in the sentence. So there's no clear word being modified. You wouldn't say that the ice cream is the one that should be receiving the description of being happy. Okay? So how do we correct this one or check this one? Make sure that you have a clear word being modified by your infinitive phrase here. So you're going to say, to be happy, the kids were served with an ice cream. Alright? So the kids are the one that are described to be happy. For them to be happy, they were served an ice cream. Okay? Another sentence. Singing along with the music. So this is an example of a participial phrase. Participles are used to describe. So singing along with the music, dancing followed. Okay. We don't have a clear noun or pronoun being described to be singing along with the music. You wouldn't say that it's the dancing that is singing along with the music. So there should be someone or a noun or pronoun to be described by the prepositional phrase. So the only way to check this is to put a noun or a pronoun to be described by your participial phrase. So it would be written this way. Singing along with the music, comma, so think of any subject who would be singing along with the music. The senior citizens danced. Okay? That would be clearer because you would know which one is being described to be dancing along with the music. Okay? Another example. After the contest, it was difficult for him to calm down. After the contest. Okay? So after the contest, who did the action? Or what action had taken place and who did it? You don't say that it was the it. Okay? So you're going to say, after the contest, he had difficulty calming down. Okay? He had difficulty. There should be a clear subject there being described to be doing the action after the contest. Right? These are your misplaced and dangling modifiers. So let's try to see if you are able to understand what we have discussed today. So I'll be giving you exercises here. What you just have to do is to check or correct the misplaced and the dangling modifiers in the sentence. So you have to rewrite in order to find out that the misplaced modifiers are positioned correctly, and or if you had given a correct description or a correct word to be modified by your dangling modifier. So here are the exercises. So now that you have finished the exercises, let's try to see your answers if they are correct. There you have it, my dear students in the internet world. If you want to learn more, click on the subscribe button, watch my videos, and keep learning, as well as enjoy learning. See you again next time. This is Maestra Rhea, and I'll see you again next time.